What is up, guys? Welcome back to Kush Claus TV. I'm going to try to save this live stream. But Paladins, the actual, high res, I should say, the actual people that make this game, they're having a live update show right now, talking about possibly a new champion, new healer, and whatnot. And I figured do a little podcast on it, listen to the new update, if you will, and maybe talk about it. Talk about a couple things during the show and whatnot, when they reveal new stuff. And just try something different. But yeah, I just woke up, saw that they have an update, figured do a little podcast, if you will. We'll listen to what they're saying, hear all the new updates, and then maybe talk about it a little bit. But let me get this set up here. The live show's already started. I'm only a couple seconds behind, but it's okay. We'll get this all set up.
Paladins 1.1
Here we go.
update show. Before we get into it, I want to let you know we've got a lot coming here. It is a new champion, a new game mode.
Yeah, we got new. Oh, we got a new game mode.
Before we start talking shop about it all, I want to introduce you all to the origins of Furia.
Two sisters, two fates.
Yeah, what is Furia?
This place. While all towns harbored darkness, true evil lurked in the village of Ceres. A portal to the abyss.
Did you say the village of Ceres?
Harbored darkness.
What the fuck?
True evil lurked in the village of Ceres.
Okay then.
A portal to the abyss.
Ceres has her own village.
And it demanded to be fed. The magistrate made its decision. One sister would be sacrificed to the abyss, her life less important than its hunger. The girl accepted her fate, but for her sister, the choice to fight was an easy one.
A sister.
Alas, a common girl cannot defeat the magistrate.
Are we getting two new champions? What the fuck?
The sister was taken. Only a lock of hair was left. Another of the magistrate's meaningless gestures. Left in the realm, she turned to a source of salvation. The eternal pyre. The cleansing flame from which we are reborn. The sister prayed for guidance, for her loved one's soul. Most of all.
Alright, hold up just a second. I need to grab something. But it's okay, I can pause this and shit. Apparently my DualShock battery is low. But I keep on plugging in my charger, but it keeps on sliding out. But yeah, hold on, give me 2 seconds. We'll get back into the podcast. Alright, I'm back.
She prayed for the strength to fight the abyss, so that no others would be lost. As the sacrifice neared, the voids until the abyss realized it hungered not for a soul, but for a body.
What the fuck?
The abyss was unleashed.
We snatching bodies out here?
Paris was destroyed. All were lost, saved for one last soul. For what the sisters had sought, the pyre had given, and the weak sister was no more, for she was Furia, cleansing flame incarnate. She would do what none had done before.
These intro stories are getting better.
Stand against the abyss.
It's a good intro story there. They're getting a lot better for the champions.
Ending against the abyss, and we'll get a chance to check her out, all her abilities and the new skills that we'll be bringing to the new champion in 1.1. But before we do that, let's introduce the crew here. I'm Evan Rainday Ray. Of course, I've got Alyssa Husky with me. Ira's Alyssa. I've got Mr. Thunderbrush, who likes to, I guess remain anonymous for now.
Who the fuck is Thunderbrush?
Visage, and of course, our lead designer, Garrett.
Hi, Res Martin.
How's it going, everyone?
Martini.
Great.
I'm feeling amazing. Yeah. Like
literal chills.
Tyrese Martin's cool.
That's the first time I've ever seen it.
He's tight. He actually likes the fucking game. Like he's that like. When high res, if I can pause it, when high res Martini, you can hear it. Like anybody who's watched this shit, like when you hear high res Martini talk about the game, like he actually he's into the game. He really enjoys the game. Like he's passionate about the game. So shout out to high res Martini. He enjoys the shit. He's into the game, and of course he's a developer, so that's good. You want the people that make the game like their own game.
Well, there's so much, and again, it's great to have Thunderbrush here as well, who is our basic.
Same with Rainy Day too.
Paladins, and,
Paladins art director.
Exactly, director. So it's great to have you to talk a little bit about so much here that is.
Wait, who's Thunderbrush?
Who is our basically art lead for Paladins, and
Paladins art director.
Exactly.
He's the art director. Okay.
It's great to have you.
So he's the guy who makes all your.
So much here that is basically taking a very big.
The little loading screen frame, or not frame, but the artwork and stuff like that.
Be levying those questions, but first let's
Your champion avatars and stuff like that, probably.
About that video. What was that?
So that is the origin story for our new champion Furia, but not only is it for Furia, it is kind of the origin story for Sesh, right?
As well.
As far as people know,
Kind of like with Khan, there was an origin story with Siege of, or Khan and a season peak, if I can talk. There's going to be a new game mode, I guess, or something. Here, let me back this up. But it sounds like, with Khan and Siege of a Season's Peak, we're going to get that with Furia, the new champion, and then I guess there's going to be a new game mode for that. Oh, hey, the summer chests are back. Hold up, summer chests are back. Oh, I don't have enough crystals. I'm only one away from getting that whole thing, too. Damn it.
Found that lore we just saw. Talk to us about that video, Gary. Give us a TLDR. What was that?
So that is the origin story for our new champion Furia, but not only is it for Furia, it is kind of the origin story for Sesh, right?
Oh, for Sesh? Okay.
It was a little bit fuzzy what was going down.
I thought it was going to be a new game mode.
That's painted now, but the fact that we're able to create this universe, create this realm, tie these characters together in such a phenomenal way, and we're only going to do more and more of this, guys.
That's the thing, though. You got so many champions, you can add a couple more, but then tie the rest in.
And it seems like it's been done well.
And actually make a good foundation, a good base on the game.
Teeing up for what we've got, a brand new event that's going to be.
Just improve it. You already have a good base, just,
You guys are going to be excited about this.
Just build upon it.
Thunderbrush, maybe let's get some conversation around how this lore actually ties into the event.
So this lore is really the sort of precursor to who Furia is and where she comes from.
So I was right. It is a Furia event, if you will.
We get to finally talk about how Sesh herself came into being by being possessed by the Abyss itself. We even get a little sneak peek of something that might be coming later. I don't want to spoil quite yet.
Okay.
Oh my.
Okay. Our directors like to spoil things around here, so I'm glad you're being a little bit slower on that.
Let me go a little slower into that. But the event itself, we wanted to take the players into something incredibly fresh and exciting that Paladins has never done, and really tie it into the lore through line. So the setting itself will be unique and different, but if you pay close attention, you'll know where you are.
I'd say so, ladies.
What do we got here?
As we,
Whoa, that looked pretty badass right there.
The setting itself
Let's check that out again.
But if you pay close attention, you'll know where you are.
I'd say so,
Whoa.
ladies and gentlemen, as we start to get into the rise of Furia, the brand new. You saw that was a brief little like a dragon kind of guy.
A little bit.
I wonder what that was. But that is
Was that Drogoos's daddy?
So let's start talking about the event, because the Rise of Furia is here. It's an event that's unlike any other. There was a lot of unique and I think first-time things that went into this event particularly.
Yes, absolutely. So we tested the waters with Siege of Ascension Peak, but the magnitude of that was like, hey, we're going to do a 5v5 with less cooldowns and fire's coming from the sky. Now we were like, okay, imagine like kind of the same format, but just entirely new, entirely fresh. So we're going to give you a way to play Paladins that's still Paladins, but at the same time something you've never done before.
Okay.
Specifically, we have a brand new map that we built solely for the purpose of this event. That is tied to the out-of-game events too. You're going to be doing a platforming tower climb on this new thing, ascending this abyssal spire, trying to crawl your way out of the abyss that you're now trapped in. And then at the top, at the pinnacle, at the peak, you have a 5v5 battle at in front of that abyssal lord that you just saw there.
That sounds pretty cool.
And I was like, is he behind me? Is that
It's kind of like a King of the Hill type thing.
And then as you perform in this event, you can actually earn things that you It's really cool.
Okay.
And, you know, so I guess Thunderbrush, you had mentioned, he kind of hinted at that, but there's some cinematic themes that lore themes are actually tied into the overall realm.
Yes, absolutely. So we really wanted to give the Abyss itself a real face here. Fury is a representation for the fire, but you as a champion of the realm are trapped in the Abyss with other players and trying to fight your way out. This is a tower of one of what is most likely many abyss or abyssal wards we are going to deal with in the world of Paladins at some point. And the arena deathmatch itself kind of takes place inside his own personal court.
Arena deathmatch? Okay.
If you pay close attention to the soul crystals, as we were constantly referring to,
Soul crystals.
Production, you'll see the trapped souls of fallen champions prior hidden within the level itself.
Okay, so there's a new game mode, right? We have a new champion lore, and with that we get a new game mode. Just like last update we got well, not last update, but the Siege of a Siege and Peak update, we got Khan, as well as, you know, the Siege of a Siege and Peak, a new map and a new game mode. That's going to be the same case with this, just like also with Siege of a Siege and Peak, that you had, you know, those specialty emotes that you could get when you unlock, you know, a crest or whatever, but then you had to buy something. It sounds like that's going to be the same case here, except for you don't have to buy nothing when you kill a champion in one of the 5v5 battles in this new game mode. They're going to drop soul crystals, or some kind of crystal soul or something. They're going to drop a currency, and you'll be able to pick up that currency, collect it, and you collect enough currency, you can buy something in said store when the new game mode comes out. That's what I'm hearing right now.
Wow.
What? I didn't even know that.
Let's bring it back.
This is a tower of one of what is most likely many abyss or abyssal wards we are going to deal with in the world of Paladins at some point. And the arena deathmatch itself kind of takes place inside his own personal court. And if you pay close attention to the soul crystals, as we were constantly
Soul crystals.
in art production, you'll see the trapped souls of fallen champions prior hidden within the level itself.
Wow.
What? I didn't even know that.
We've got
dug
a
deep.
little bit of a teaser video for you to check out the Rise of Fury, a new limited game mode
Let's check it out.
here in 1.1.
I like the
It's a
graphics.
beautiful tower.
Yeah.
It's a very scary thing, but also a pretty badass thing as well, I might say.
That looks like Drogo's new skin.
Boy, oh boy, I think we'll get to see a little bit more of that up close as this patch
He looked a little
show
familiar.
goes on. He did
That
look,
demon lord.
like
He
I
looked
said, he looked a little familiar.
Yeah.
Look like
It
Drogo's.
can be many things.
Yes, it can. seems a bit twisted though, but listen, you know, people love Siege of Ascension Peak. There's kind of a nice beat of pace that this changes in Paladins when these limited modes come out.
Absolutely. We've changed to a different patch cycle now, so we get to have these massive patches. And I will say this is probably the biggest undertaking we've ever done in a patch ever. I mean, new champion, new event, new map, all at the same time. And this is just such a blast to play because it's
Well, yeah,
unlike
Siege of a Siege and
anything
Peak was
in
like a
Paladins. I mean,
2-week
it's like,
update.
almost like playing an entirely new game. Like
First
a jumping
update was the
puzzle
map,
with
then the second
champions
update
you
was
love.
the champion.
It's addictive. It's
Yeah.
so much fun.
Because we didn't
actually
get
have
Khan
that
right
to
off the
play, so
bat.
I'm really excited. And for those who want to know how to play, let's talk about that. How do you play this mode? What is it going to bring to the table? And obviously, it will transition into probably some things you can get as a result of playing the mode.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So the way the event is structured is that when we release the patch, then on our play screen, this is going to take up just a little slot right at the front of all the other queues. That's the special game mode. You can also actually now also queue for the special game event game mode in the event UI itself too. So we put it in two places for just ease of use things.
Great.
And then as you do these tower climbs, you do this thing. You can at the top of the fight, right? There are kills that happen in arena matches. It's TDM rules with a smaller kill count requirement. But every kill you get gives you an abyssal shard. These abyssal shards you can then spend in the event store as well. So
Alright, so yeah, like I was saying, in the new event, in the new game mode, when you sit there and you're playing and you kill one of the enemy champions, they're going to drop currency. You get to pick up that currency. You get enough of that currency, you can spend it at the specialty event store.
We have a lot of the event store being mentioned, so we're actually going to start getting into the meat of what you can do. There are skins attached to this, as we did with Siege of Ascension Peak. It's a very similar format. So as we begin, let's.
It looks like there's a new skin for Drogo's.
Available in this upcoming patch. It's Archangel Tyra.
Wait, hold on.
Format. So as we begin, let's start off with the first skin that will be available in this upcoming patch. It's Archangel Tyra.
Archangel Tyra. Holy shit.
Anyway,
That looks badass.
and you know the art's beautiful, but I mean just as beautiful.
Looks like
Maybe even
Tyra has Fernando armor on.
shows up so well.
That's what the new skin looks like for Tyra. Like Tyra has Fernando's armor on.
Are really meant to push the boundaries of what we've done with skins further than ever in the past. The new systems, all of these skins for this whole event.
Oh shit, whoops, I fucked up there. Alright, come on.
Maybe even more beautiful. This skin shows up so well.
Yes. So this skin is definitely for us. All of these skins for this whole event are really meant to push the boundaries of what we've done with skins further than ever in the past. The new systems.
That's pretty badass.
It was foretold long ago that this war would come, and I have ignored the cries of humanity for far too long. Let my voice guide you to victory. Do not fear the darkness, for an angel's wrath burns a millennia. The light reveals all. Humanity's capacity for violence has its benefits, I suppose.
That's Tyra's voice pack there.
What does an angel do when they need directions? Wing it.
Tyra always getting these great skins. I mean, you can't say it enough. And you know, we just had to get into the game to see what that looked like. So you can continue your statement, my man. This whole concept feels very pyre, I would say.
It is. It's absolutely intentional. We wanted another angel that had a strong direct tie to the pyre, so it would really ground Furious' presence in the realm and make the pyre feel like a more tangible thing.
And of course, Cirrus has that angel type, that divine collection from the VIP. So if you have that, you could match them up.
It's such a cool experience to see this champion, this idea, the pyre, the abyss coming together. It's almost like really pitting that war together, really. I mean, it's all coming together for me in this one. So let's take a look at the abilities here for Tyra and this Archangel skin.
Abilities? There's different abilities?
They're really cool. I can't wait for the
What are you talking about? Oh, the effects. Okay.
Now, come on. Give me that one P. But yeah, like, oh my god, it's gorgeous. And the little ambiance that kind of permeates around the Halo too.
That's pretty cool.
Like,
yeah, I like the
you guys
Halo.
probably aren't getting sound right now for the actual in-game things, but the weapon fire on this feels really satisfying.
Oh, it's
boom.
awesome.
Like all this. Yes. Okay, so on that reload, it's as if heaven itself is in the weapon, and when you crack that mag, it just permeates, shoots out like angel choruses are hymning in the background for that brief moment that your mag is out, and then there's also this Halo thing, kind of symbol on the nade shot decal. It's so good, and the pyre also burns. It's a holy pyre. Everything about this skin is fully encompassing and top tier.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Stuff here. And again, I mean,
There's like feathers coming up from the firebomb and
I'm
shit.
so excited as to what is actually upcoming, and you can hear the sounds of the crossfire. Beautiful stuff there from Tyra. She's getting the Archangel skin in this patch as well. But we've got even more. Okay, and I didn't even think that, like, I feel like that's enough. That we used to have patches where that was the skin. And we were like, woo, oh yeah, nice, okay, play Paladins. And now we have so much more. That is just the aperitif, so to speak. One of our favorite champions in the realm from the beginning of the days, and still now, Androxus. He's going to be getting his own skin, but this time representing
Another one?
a different side of the battle. It's fallen Androxus. And he looks cool.
Whoa.
Just to say. Well, this is the one you guys teased on the Twitter.
We did. We had a silhouette of this
That's pretty badass there. Holy crap.
skin on Twitter, and a lot of people could kind of tell it was Androxus, but I don't think anyone expected to see this side of him, more the angelic side.
And so let's listen and see what Androxus, the fallen Androxus, looks like in game.
I am only guilty of showing this realm the true path to justice. Those of the pyre cast me down like an insect. No right to judge. I am an angel, the only being capable of judgment, and I shall display that capability. The light still shines upon me. Do not impede my path, mortals. You shall feel my wrath. My victory was ordained before the battle began. My brethren ripped the wings from my back, cast me from the pyre, and trapped me in the realm of mortals. What do you think I'll do to you?
Man.
Solid, dude.
Those voice lines. This can obvious.
Oh yeah.
Kind of an
The skin's dope. I like the voice lines.
Hero-y. And I guess concept-wise, Thunderbird, I'd like to talk to you about what was the concept going into this Androxus skin.
Well, the visual design was handled by our awesome concept artist, Paladins, and the sort of motif for this guy was to design an angel that felt just as awesome and intimidating as the worst things I could ever.
He looks
draw out.
badass.
This is the guy that
Everything's all light up blue and shit. And then he has like the goldish yellow on him.
And Garrett, I mean, this is...
The revolver's all gold, and then his hand's all blue and iced out.
I definitely threw this on in some play tests and was experiencing the true Mudastina experience. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. One of the highlights, and I hope it's shown here, is the decals. It leaves this awesome kind of Aegis as an impact. I think it's going to do it. No! Okay, he's not running the legendary. But he's going to fly up. Also beautiful VFX too. Feels really cool. It's got a really angelic kind of composure to everything he does. And then as soon as he hits that ultimate and fires it at the ground, it's going to be really cool because it leaves a lasting impact.
Whenever he does it, these are not live, so of course he's
hit the ground.
at his own timing.
Hit the ground.
He's too good, Garrett.
Oh my gosh.
There
That's
Oh,
all I wanted. It's got this really cool fallen angel kind of.
that is freaking dope.
And that actually plays on the reverse. We just didn't get to see it. Garrett.
Oh my gosh.
There it is.
So when Androxus uses his new ultimate with his new skin, and he uses the ultimate, if one of the shots hits the ground or a wall or something, appears a freaking blue and black fallen angel. Like it's a blue and black freaking angel. It looks like a blue and black angel spray on the ground, but it's like freaking 20 feet long and tall. Like
these are not live, so of course he's
that is crazy looking.
at his own timing.
See, when hitting the champion, it does nothing, but then when you hit the ground,
That's all I wanted. It's got this really cool fallen angel kind of heraldry.
but that's if you
That
miss
actually
though.
plays on the reverse. We just didn't get to see it.
Exactly,
Like, the
exactly.
reversal damage hits onto a wall. It's like
Oh, apparently when you use reversal as well, and it misses and it hits a wall, then that will appear as well, that fallen angel spray I was talking about.
you feel good. Like I missed my accursed arm onto the
But I
ground.
guess
I
it's a
didn't hit a
cool
player,
thing, yeah.
but I get this really cool, decal. Not really.
You missed if you get decal.
Other people, maybe. Of course, so he's representing the Abyss, and now we've got another lady who I can't really tell, but I feel like she would be more Abyss, so kind of representation. Definitely. Well, it's some different themes. You guys will tell for yourself here. This is probably obvious now that I'm saying it. Demonette Maid will be entering. Boom.
I noticed after Neon Demon Grok, they are going demon like everything. Well, especially just Grok alone, because Grok had the Brimstone Demon collection. But they're really going for that Neon Demon right now. Like everything, like all these new collections here,
Nice.
y'all seem inspired by this.
She's ready. She's a new phone. Who dis right here? I love it.
Now who's that?
Feel like she would be more
Maeve?
Abyss, so kind of representation. Definitely. Well, it's some different themes. You guys will tell for yourself here. This is probably obvious now that I'm saying it. Demonette Maeve.
Demonette Maeve.
Boom. The wowzers. Nice.
She's got some knives.
She's ready.
She has a
She's new
tail.
phone
What the
Abyss
fuck?
Right here. I love it. We have the voice lines and the abilities.
Maeve has the tail now.
For Demonette Maeve.
Good night. I've been carving up mortals like you for eternity. Sorry, kitten. You wouldn't last a day in the abyss. So much blood. So many victims. So little time.
It's so
Yeah,
weird.
Feel like she would be more Abyss.
Alright, hold up. I want to get a
Wow.
thumbnail and shit.
Sorry, kitten. You wouldn't last a day in the abyss. It was nothing, really. Just a flick of the wrist.
I hope she says that a little bit faster. I love that line. I love the skin as well. Demonette Maeve.
It looked alright.
A whole new look for Maeve.
Dude,
Yeah.
she's intense.
Looks completely different.
Yeah, she was a skin design. I headed up myself, and she was a ton of fun. We wanted to. The Abyss was getting pretty heavy. We wanted someone that felt fierce, but maybe a little more on the fun side too.
More playful.
A little more playful, but still dangerous.
And that comes out in kind of the way that she's still herself, even though this skin makes her feel very much changed. Like she went off to college, came back a very different person.
Very
What
different,
college
very
did
different.
you
Got
guys
in
do?
the goth. I'm here. I'm ready to go.
Those daggers are insane, though. Shout out to the weapon team. Shout out to the VFX team with the like persistent fire.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty.
Oh yeah, the prowl looks badass.
Leveled by Robbie.
The Malpray or the prowl for Maeve's new collection.
Skins like this make you really want to play 3P. I feel like. I mean, it's an option in casual, but it's when you have a great skin that you love. This is one of those moments where I say it's worth it. I'll lose a little bit on the aim, but I will take this any day. The effects on the midnight as well. The fire.
Yep. Full overhaul on the effects.
Wait, Rainy Day, did you say the collection could affect your weapon aim?
Guys, that is not it.
Interesting.
We still have
Skins can affect gameplay?
to show you actually kind of the
big something.
the big something, the king of this event, the one we saw at the beginning who flew up to the top. Well, now he's come down to meet us for a second. It is Abyssal Lord Drogos.
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
1.1, the Rise of Furia.
That's pretty badass.
I mean, it looks like he's trying to make
Look
everybody
at
fall.
that. He's a raid boss, dude.
Oh
He
my
really is.
god.
Look at the little tyrant and the little Androctus and their skins trying to take down this demon. Good luck, guys.
No wonder you had to reduce the hitbox collision.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's massive.
That guy
He's
is
massive.
big right there.
That was the
Rock? What? What was that?
Well, yeah, what was that in the background? There's like 5 Torvalds just in the Grox going.
Rock? What? What was that?
Your soul is weak. The Abyss welcomes its new world. This won't be the last you'll see of me.
I like that Drogo's collection, that is dope.
That's a super villain.
Man,
That's a super villain.
that's a super villain if I've ever seen one. I mean, obviously, it feels like he was, the ringer at the end that was coming in, and maybe this bit, you kind of had that idea concepted first almost to lead the charge in this one.
We wanted to theme the event strongly around this guy in particular. We wanted him to feel like this big, awesome, evil, dark lord, as well as really focus on a skin that would allow us to drive our new vision forward of make something incredible that we could never do in our own system.
Well, the skin makes him look bigger and taller.
Looking at this, these are the newest skins. These are the skins that are kind of the first iteration without the parts of the system having anything to do with it. So this is what we promised, right?
It is.
And I think
we are.
That's badass. Has the little freaking
I think it delivers.
the skull lit up in purple and shit on the
We couldn't achieve 20%.
rocket launcher or
Oh, look at
whatever.
those wings. I mean, like,
Yeah.
Drogos actually has these huge rigged animated wings now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His wings back.
And a tail.
and it's we won't talk about that misfire spit there. It's okay. It's fine. Like we said,
Yeah, I didn't know Maeve had a tail though. That was crazy.
The wings are a core part of who it is. Huge silhouette change. Oh yeah, the sound for that is also sick as heck. H-E-Do, Hawk 6.
Poor Six.
Rest in peace, 6.
No.
But yeah, like huge difference from normal.
I love it.
Really proud of what the team's been able to execute for all of these skins, and hope you guys are too.
It's phenomenal. I mean, this is really the and waiting. Sometimes you say, "Is it worth the wait?" I would say unequivocally, yes, yes, it is, Ben. Congratulations to everyone getting this. So now, what do you need to do to get this? Because that's really the important part. Everyone's now, okay, how do I get these skins? How do I play with them? What's the event structure going to look like, and how you unlock these skins?
So we were pleased with kind of some of the results we got from Siege of Ascension Peak. So the first 3 skins, those are all together. Those are all direct purchase. You can buy them immediately as soon as the patch goes live. And if you unlock all 3, you get the Drogos. And you're not just buying the skins. You're also buying the skins in with a brand new MVP pose.
So once again, it's the exact same thing as Siege of a Season Peak. you're gonna have to buy stuff just to be able to get what you've unlocked.
You're also
If you unlock anything.
I saw that.
But basically, you gotta pay your way
large
to get
sums of
stuff.
currency that you can then spend in the event store as well with those bundles. So it's a great deal.
So they are gonna make sure that this time there is a couple items that you can actually purchase in the specialty store, in the new specialty event store, with currency that you play via just playing the game, grinding. So the people that grind or, just play the game, be able to collect currency and be able to buy stuff still without actually having to spend physical money at the store or, at the PS store. So that's cool. At least they got that in there.
Value kind of with this.
Yeah.
And the Drugos is just like that cherry on top of the end.
And you also mentioned, and there's some brand new roaming emotes that are actually a
Oh, yeah.
part of this event.
Oh, yeah.
And when you unlock a skin, you actually
We got more
access
Roman
to-
emotes. So we had the 3 Roman emotes from Siege and Peak for Strix, Maeve, and Andruxus. I only got Andruxus. I wasn't able to get the rest of them. But we're going to get some more here in this new update.
Choose one of these
Yes.
with the currency that you've unlocked, and this is just
Makoa.
one option.
This is my favorite.
Apparently we get a break-dancing Makoa emote, where he's literally break-dancing on his back. He is one hand standing on on his little rocket launcher thing. That is crazy.
Break
Oh,
dance
that's so
Makoa.
cute.
Yeah, that is badass.
It's and you can move around, pilot this just like all
It's
of
a
our other
moving emote, yeah.
Yep.
It's perfect.
That's going to look so crazy moving around.
Spotify playlist while you're playing, get a triple kill, and hit that emote.
Yeah.
That's a Twitter clip.
Just guide the
Exactly.
team in the face doing that, man. It'll be good.
Exactly.
Some great clips are gonna
Rainy
come
Day
back.
know
We've
what's
also
up.
got Saris as well, who has
Playing the
another
Spotify
emote. She's a
playlist.
little bit more spooky with it.
Yep. Little
Whoa.
That'll be good.
Absolutely. Some great clips are going to come from that. We've also got Saris as well, who has another emote, and she gets a little bit more spooky with it.
That's pretty cool. I like that one.
File of your opponent's
Self-aware.
pilot that around the battlefield as well.
Is that guy part of the lore, that face? Is that something?
Well,
Sure.
Sure.
It is.
Why not?
It is
All
now.
right, it's canon.
We are decided.
And then Khan as well. He's got one of our favorite.
Khan has a Roman emote?
The
Here,
slow
Kanye, the slow
my
Oh, yeah?
favorite. Just
Just got to give it up.
what a wonderful jerk.
What a nice try. Backing somebody off the,
Oh God.
off the map, and then you just slow clip.
I gotta get that emote for Khan. I'll be doing that all day long with people. I'm the jerk that plays Khan. I'm the guy who gets 20, 30 kills with Khan, just freaking just going in your face, just OPing you. I'm sorry, Bomb King. I'm sorry. I killed you 500 times. You're just really easy to kill.
Is you can actually earn abyssal shards for every kill that you get while playing the deathmatch.
That's correct. In the special event mode, it's 30 kills to win.
Right.
So that means if you win, you're going to get 30 abyssal shards.
Awesome.
And then also, even if you lose, you're still probably gonna get some kills, just not the full 30.
For each of the skin bundles, it also comes with 200 abyssal shards.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's just like so many ways to get it.
And Alyssa, that's a great point, because one of the things you can also get that I forgot was the skin everyone's kind of been asking about since it came out and was no longer available, the Divine Saris.
Yeah, so Divine Saris was available in the VIP store. Now
yeah.
she's back. You can get her from this special event store with abyssal shards.
Okay, so you can't get, I was talking about earlier, because they were talking about the angel stuff, and I was like, well, one of the first angel collections and skins you guys had was the Divine collection for Saris in the VIP update. Well, they're bringing that back. And of course they have the angel update for Tyra that kind of looks like Fernando's armor on her. And then you had the angel update for the our new skin collection. That's like an angel themed for Andruxus.
And there's also a loading frame.
And now they're bringing back the Divine Saris, which you would get in Tier 4 of VIP.
Oh man, it's got the fire.
It's got the little platforms.
Oh wait, hold on.
With abyssal shards.
Yep.
And there's also a loading frame, which
We get a new loading frame as well.
started adding those, and those are
This one is
great.
really cool.
And the new loading frame looks really badass. So instead of the silver, here, let's check out the old loading frame right here, or the most recent loading frame, if you will. So imagine all that silver being blue now. And then you have like two little like space needles. It look like little towers at the top there at the 2 points. And then instead of your 2 thrusters there, inside the frame, where you see like little orange stuff moving, instead of the orange, you just have purple, like, electricity surging through it. And that's what the new loading frame looks like.
Look at that.
It looks pretty cool.
Man, it's got the fire.
It's got the little plastic
Or fire, if you will.
It's like super red. It's so cool.
And that's the main one. Oof, that's
It's like
But
purple
that
fire.
loading frame comes in the Drogo's bundle, so you only get that if you unlock Drogo.
if you unlock Drogo.
That's correct.
So if you get the Drogo's bundle, you can get that new spray. Or not that new spray, new frame.
Little things you'll be able to grab. The little things that make a big difference when you're playing Paladins. Whoa, I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's a new weapon.
Sword gun before.
Boom.
Whoa.
Little kind of demonic fire effigy. It's
Oh,
really
wow.
cool.
Nice.
What the hell is that? Is that Fernando?
You get that if you unlock Drogo.
If you unlock.
Alright, hold on just a second. Let me get something to drink. Because I got caught in my mouth. And I'm having a hard time talking. And we'll be back with the podcast. And the good thing is I could just sit there and pause it. You know what I'm saying? It's still live. You know, we're just some minutes back is all, which is no problem. But I'd sit there and talk about it and whatnot. But yeah, let me get some drink. Be right back.
Mantra. That's correct.
Alright,
Yes.
let's
Great.
go.
Well, I mean, the death stamp, you can see that on your screen as well, so you just get a glimpse of the little things you'll be able to grab.
A death
The little
stamp?
things that make a big difference when you're playing Paladins. Whoa, I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's a new weapon.
Sword gun before.
Boom. Little.
Alright, so we're going to get a new death stamp in the game. So you guys know about the death stamp. That's the first one that we have in the game here. And that is the RIP one, whichever... Where did that go? Alright, the RIP right here. So this here is a death stamp. And we're going to be getting a new one. And by the looks of it, because it looks like Fernando has like a new weapon or something, unless that's a different champion. I don't know what the hell's going on there, but we have new death stamp.
Fire effigy. It's really
wow.
cool.
Nice. Almost was like, what is that? Is that
It's
a
pretty
building?
sick. Wow, we're just previewing all of them.
We really are. Look at that.
You can't really see it.
There's this
You can't really see it. Alright, so the death stamp is like some kind of weird demonic fire trophy. So when you kill someone, it looks like a little metal candle stand, and then it has like a little fireball on top of it.
Effigy. It's really
wow. Nice. Difference when you're playing Paladins. Whoa, I've never seen
Yeah,
that.
it's a new weapon.
Sword gun before.
Boom. Little kind of demonic fire effigy. It's really
wow.
cool.
Nice.
It's nice.
And you
Let's check out the spray too. There's like a new demon spray.
We really are. Look at that. Well, I guess that's
It's like a purple, yeah.
It's nice.
And you unlock this special event store by purchasing one of the bundles. But there's also a quest where I believe it's 200 abyssal shards if you earn,
Absolutely.
which you can get just from purchasing one of the bundles. Then you'll get, what is it, gold and diamond chest?
So everyone, when we release this patch, everyone is going to get a quest that you accumulate shards from the game mode, and you will get a gold chest first, and then at a higher point of shard collected, you will get a diamond chest.
Cool.
So everyone in the realm
Shards
can play our mode and earn up their way up to a diamond.
Alright, so you don't have to spend any money if you don't want to, and if you play the mode, you can get a gold chest and a diamond chest. So you have a chance to get get something, you know, a collection, an emote, but regardless, you can get something.
Ending against the Abyss, and we'll get a chance.
Alright, hold up. I lost my spot here.
The realm of mortals.
Sometimes you say, is it worth the wait? I would say unequivocally,
You can move around.
Alright, that was the emote there.
its path are stunned for 1 second.
Okay, let's back up. Back up, back up.
Obviously, you can see relate shards from the game mode, and you will get a gold chest first, and then at a higher point of shard collected, you will get a diamond.
Alright, so yeah, it's going to be like Siege of a Siege and Peak, but there is going to be an option to where if you don't spend money on one of the Drogoose bundles or anything like that, then you can actually still, you know, just play the new game mode and the new event mode and still acquire something. Like I said, or like they said, a gold chest and a diamond chest. So if you get like an emote and a spray, maybe even a collection in the gold chest, and then of course a guaranteed collection in the diamond chest. So that's pretty cool.
Can play our mode and earn up their way up to a diamond chest.
That's awesome. So everyone gets something, even if you're participating and you don't necessarily want to grab one of the skins, which then I would have to start questioning, are you a real Paladins player? Because at that point, I'm like, how are you seeing these skins and not wanting them? It just would be inability to get them, which I totally understand as well. Guys, we've taken a lot of time to talk about the skins, the cinematics, the event, but I know what a lot of you are here for. It's to see the unveiling of the brand new champion in Paladins, coming in 1.1. You've heard her name before, but you're going to hear it right now and see her for the first time, Furia.
There she is.
Alright, here's our new champion here.
Angel of Vengeance.
That artwork looks badass.
Oh my god.
And obviously you can see we have like integrated the
so cool.
even into the card art, right? We've got the event lore. There's the Abyss. She's slaying those Abyssal minions. No mercy.
I would want her on my side in the Abyss.
She would. As long as you're good.
The art guy is really good. The art director, or the art, you know, the person that does the artwork here, he's really freaking good at his job, man.
Yeah, so we
Really good artwork.
She is a support in the realm.
Okay.
Alright,
Early.
so we do have a new healer in the game. So we had Genos and Grover and Grok and Maldumbar and Ying. For me, I use like Ying, I use Cirrus, I can use Grok, Genos. You know, Maldumbar, Grover I can use a little bit. But, you know, Maldumbar and stuff. Who else we have here? There's someone else I'm forgetting. Who am I forgetting? We have Ying, right? There's one healer. I'm trying to remember every healer we have. Maldumbar. Oh, Pip, there we go. Pip and Maldumbar I'm not so good with. So maybe, you know, that'll give me another option there. But we got another healer.
She's not just a support.
She isn't. She really isn't.
She is, from day one of even the core most minute point of thinking about this character, we wanted to make an aggressive, like high actions per second support.
Alright, so basically what Genos was supposed to be. This is what Führer is going to be. Because Genos was kind of supposed to be that damage support. That support champion that could sit there, throw up a healer's mark, and then just start getting into, you know, people's faces and just start shooting and getting kills. And then, you know, you look down at your bottom left of your screen, you see it's time to heal again, so you turn around and you heal real quick, and then you get back into killing. And for a little bit, you know, you could do that with Genos. You could sit there and just heal, go around, get some kills, heal, go around, get some kills. That's, you know, the way he was designed. But eventually it didn't work out like that. You know, all other champions got, you know, buffed, and then Genos didn't get buffed, and Genos just kind of, you know, ended up getting left behind, and he's no longer, you know, that damage support. He has to be way back in the, you know, basically at spawn point trying to heal people just so he doesn't die. You know, he basically has to get like 2 kills and 1 death with 30 assists just to be efficient in healing. So hopefully Führer here is going to be, you know, what Genos was supposed to be and kind of was when he first came out, is that real damage aggressive support champion, which is what we need, because you really don't have that at all. If you think about it, like, you know, Cirrus was kind of like at one time, you know, the most damage dealing, you know, support, but realistically when you look around, there's like, unless you're a high skill level at one of these support champions, like level 70, level 80, like top 20 and whatnot, you are not going to get very many kills. You're going to get some healing, but you're not going to get like a super great amount of healing, like 180, 200,000 healing. You know, you're not going to be able to get like 15 kills and like 2 deaths and whatnot, you know. But maybe with this champion we will.
And she really does justice to it. In who she is, how she plays, it's all this one cohesive vision.
And conceptually, Thunderbrush, she obviously was a big task for the team.
Absolutely.
And so, talk to me about that.
So her concept came in as the awesome Angel of Vengeance pretty early on, but we knew we had a hard visual target to hit to make something that felt.
And this is definitely like an Angel and Demon theme
Paladins.
update.
We really wanted to push hard against some level of expectation of what an angel ought to be and make her really our own vision of that.
Well, we've got a great chance to talk about her, but we also have a great chance to see what she looks like in game and hear a little bit of her voice line. So let's go in and meet Furia right now.
Furia, okay.
I will bring an end to the darkness. If you stand against me, you stand with the abyss. I will burn through you and the darkness in your soul.
Alright, so what I'm seeing right now with Furia is that she has a sword. So I'm guessing that Furia is going to be the support version of Genos. Or not Genos, but Zen. Because when Genos came out, I thought he was going to be the support version of Tyra. And he kind of was for a little bit. But Furia here has a sword, so I'm guessing that Furia is going to be the support version of Zen. You know, because like I said, Furia has a sword. So I guess it's going to be just kind of like using Zen, except for you're going to have that option to heal.
You will know I am the pyre when I lay my vengeance upon you.
And she also has wings too, so that might be an ability that she can use as well.
My fire is eternal.
Maybe able to fly.
Purify. In the darkness, I burn bright. Be humble, mortal.
And that's her voice pack right there.
I almost thought you were going to put a sit down, be humble line in there. And I said, wow, references are just too much at this point.
Yep.
He won a Pulitzer the other day. Did you know that? That album, Kendrick Lamar, that album won a Pulitzer Prize. Yeah, the other day. So pretty cool. Anyways, just wanted to throw that out there.
Rainy day listening to Kendrick, that's what's up.
Her abilities, which we want to unveil quickly so that we get that out of the way. So let's take a look at her ability breakdown, and then we'll start discussing.
Yeah, check out the ability breakdown here.
Champion ability breakdown. Furia, Angel of Vengeance. Furia's primary weapon is the Celestial Pyre Blade.
Okay, I thought it was a sword. And it is a sword, but it's not an actual sword like Zen's. It's a sword blade, or a sword blade. It's a sword gun. That is very strange, but it's a gun though. It looks like, you know, it's a sword. Looks exactly like a sword. It's a sword. Apparently it shoots bullets though.
Effective at close range, the Pyre Blade unleashes a spread of shots every 0.5 seconds, dealing 330 damage. A Furia Steel Pyre Blade. Most effective at close range, the Pyre Blade unleashes a spread of shots every 0.5 seconds, dealing 330 damage.
330 damage every 0.5 seconds. I believe Ruckus shoots every 0.4 seconds? Every 0.4, so just a little bit slower than Ruckus, but doing 330 damage per shot. So just 0.01 seconds slower than Ruckus, but doing 200 and how much? 290 more damage per shot? Holy crap. That's a lot of damage right there.
Furia's primary weapon is the Celestial.
That's quicker than Khan's fire rate with his talent, with the increased 10% or the extra 10 bullets and the 40% increased fire rate. That is quicker speed and more damage. Holy crap. That's almost twice as much damage because you're only doing 160 to 170 damage per shot when you take that talent for Khan. Holy crap, 330.
Pyre Blade. Most effective at close range, the Pyre Blade unleashes.
But you have to be at close range, and by the looks of it, they're about maybe 25 feet. So you got to be kind of like, if somebody's standing in the objective, you have to be kind of standing just outside of the objective to do that type of damage, it looks.
Unleashes a spread of shots every 0.5 seconds, dealing 330 damage. As Furia heals her teammates, her wrath rises, increasing her weapon's rate of fire by up to 30%. Furia's wrath will 5 seconds, dealing 330 damage.
Okay, hold on.
As Furia heals her teammates, her wrath rises, increasing her weapon's rate of fire.
Okay, so you have to point at a champion to heal, just like Maldumbar, where you have to use Mending Spirits and you have to have kind of decent aim. You're going to have the same thing with Fury, because you have to point at a champion to heal them. And you're going to have to heal them individually. And when you heal them, they get an instant 1,000 health right off the bat. And then they heal for 50 health per second. So kind of like a Genos, but beefed up, if you will. So like, you know, if Genos was healing a champion that had 10,000 health, and he had the max 10 health, or, you know, heal a champion 10% of their max health or whatever, so you'd be able to heal 1,000 for like a champion that had 10,000 health, which there is no champions that have 10,000 health, so there's no way you could do 1,000 health right off the bat. So basically it's like a buffed version of Genos for the, you know, the healing, like the way it heals. And then of course, like I said, this, you know, you have to actually point like Maldumbar, and then of course the actual healing process, you know, it's like 1,000 and then 50 per second.
By up to 30%. Furia's Wrath will slowly decay over time if no teammates are healed. Furia's alternate fire increasing her weapon's rate of fire by up to 30%. Unleashes a spread of shots every 0.5 seconds, dealing 330 damage.
Okay.
If Furia heals her teammates, her Wrath rises, increasing her weapon's rate of fire by up to 30%.
Alright, so as Furia's healing, her fire rate increases 30%, being quicker than Ruckus, probably going about 0.35. So that's pretty cool. So as you're, so you know, it kind of drives you to heal your team, because then you get an increased fire rate.
Furia's Wrath will slowly decay over time if no teammates are healed.
But it'll, you know, start decaying back to the normal stuff, which is only 0.5, which ain't nothing. But you can increase your fire rate as you're healing people. That's pretty badass.
Furia's alternate, increasing her weapon's rate of fire by up to 30.
Now what sucks is that you only get 12 bullets. So you're doing 330 damage, 330, or 300 damage times 10, that's 3,000. So if you hit every shot, you could take out a front line, but for the most part, you're going to be able to take out flank, damage, and healers. But you have 12 bullets in your clip.
%. Furia's Wrath will slowly decay over time if no teammates are healed. Furia's alternate fire is Soul Kindle. Furia ignites the soul of a damaged ally, providing them with an immediate burst of healing and additional healing over 2 seconds.
They get 1,000 and then 50.
Is Pyre Strike.
Okay, hold up. Alright, so, yeah, like, what she does like, shoots with the right hand and her gun and stuff like that, and then she goes with her left hand, and she does a little Kamehameha out of champion, and then heals them.
Of a damaged ally.
So you gotta be kind of skilled with it, but it looks like it won't be too difficult.
Over 2 seconds.
It won't be as difficult as Maldumbar.
Furia summons a beam of searing light that travels forward. Enemies caught in its path are stunned for 1 second.
That's pretty cool.
An instant burst of damage and additional damage if they remain inside the beam. Furia's second ability is Wings of Wrath. Furia propels herself backwards, firing 3 orbs of wrath that seek out enemies.
Alright, so you know how Leon has the grace where she sits there, hits the grace, and she can dash and shoot at people? Well, they have that for Furia, but it's a little different. So what it is she has the wings. When you hit that, Furia's going to go back and fly back, and then also shoot out of trouble.
Furia's second ability is Wings of Wrath.
Yeah.
Furia propels herself backwards, firing through.
And just like Leon, where you sit there and hit Grace, and, you know, if you have that one talent, you know, Grace hits all enemies in front of them, or in front of her. With Furia, when you sit there and go back, and you hit the Wings of Wrath, the bullets that you shoot out basically are heat seeking. They basically sit there and they go straight to the champion. They go, like, they curve, and they go straight to them. So you don't even have to worry about having aim. When you sit there and do that, whatever bullets come out, if there's any champions nearby, they're going to go straight towards them, like a magnet.
3 orbs of wrath that seek out enemies.
Yeah, it just goes out and then it goes get someone.
Furia channels the Pyre, becoming untargetable for 2 seconds. Afterwards, Furia and allies nearby gain 30% bonus damage and 30% movement speed for 8 seconds.
Hold up. Alright, so here's the ultimate here for Furia.
Orbs of Wrath that seek
after the Orbs of Wrath.
Furia's ultimate is Inflame.
Right here.
Furia channels the Pyre, becoming untargetable for 2 seconds.
So you hit the ultimate, and enemy champions cannot target you. They cannot physically point at you and shoot at you. You're immune, and I guess untargetable.
Afterwards, Furia and allies nearby gain 30% bonus damage.
Alright, so Furia and allies near all get 30% bonus damage.
And 30% movement speed for 8 seconds.
And 30% movement speed for 8 seconds. So this is an ultimate that you kind of want to use near your team, you know, when you're grouped up. But 30% damage and 30% movement speed for 8 seconds for you and your entire team. That is a champion you're going to want morale support.
Furia has 4 talents that can change the way you play. Furia's first talent is called Cherish. When using Cherish, Soul Kindle heals up to 50% additional health based on your allies' missing health.
Alright, so 50% additional health. Let's see the extra health that we get here. Because before, like I said, when you did the first initial heal, you got 1,000. And then, like he said, Rainy Day, 2 seconds of additional healing afterwards, after the initial heal. And those 2 seconds of healing, you're getting, I believe, 100 health per second. Because it went 50, 50, 50, 50. So you're getting 50 health every half a second. 200 for the full 2 seconds.
Furia's first talent.
And that's base, without a talent.
Using Cherish, Soul Kindle heals up to 50.
And Soul Heal did, so the initial heal was 1,000. With the extra talent, you're doing 1261, and that's with the same champion with the same amount of missing health there, Makoa. And then the initial heal afterwards is 55 to 54 to 53. Like he said, it's based on their missing health. So the more health, you know, the more they get healed, and the more health they have, the less healing they're going to get, you know, the less bonus healing they're going to get. So if they have like 1,200 health and they're sitting there getting healed, they'll get like 55 healing until they hit like, you know, 50% health or whatever. And then once they get like, you know, 3,500 health for like a Makoa, let's say, like, you know, he only has 1,000 damage done to him. When you sit there and do a heal, he's not really going to get that extra 55, 54. He's going to get like 51. Because it's going to be based on the missing health of the champion that you're healing.
Additional health based on your allies' missing health. Celerity, Furia's second talent, allows her Wings of Wrath ability to gain an additional charge. Furia's sword.
Alright, so yeah, alright, so the second talent, the Wings of Wrath, where you sit there and you dip back and you throw those 3 shots that go out there and, you know, just seek someone. They're like a magnet. They just go out there and find someone and hit them. And that there does 200 damage per shot. You have a talent where you can use that twice. So you can actually do 1,200 damage just real quickly. So if you sit there, go up to a champion, shoot them a couple times, and they got like 1,100 health. If you use Wings of Wrath twice with that talent, they're dead. Because those shots sit there and seek out them. Like I said, they're like heat-seeking missile type stuff. Like, it's a magnet. Like, it goes straight to the enemy champion. Like, you don't even have to have aim or nothing. It just goes straight to them. So that you can really, like, if you time that right, you can do some real quick, like 1, 2, 3, and then hit him with 2 Wings of Wrath and just dip.
Solar Blessing talent allows Pyre Strike to heal allies that it passes through and stop.
Alright, so the third talent is for the ultimate. When you sit there and use the ultimate, this weird like lightning strike beam just comes down from the freaking sky and then just starts eradicating everything in front of it in a straight line. And apparently now this third talent here, if there's friendlies in the middle of that line, or in that side of that eyesight or whatever, that line of sight, there we go, in that line of sight, if there's any friendly champions as well as enemy champions, not only is it going to do damage, but it'll also heal your friendly champions if they're in that range of light.
On all allies. And her fourth talent, Exterminate. When Pyre Strike allows Pyre Strike to heal allies that it passes through and stop.
And as it's passing through, it's doing 300 health per second. So if like there's an enemy champion and a friendly right there, like say like one of your front lines is 1v1 in another front line and is losing, you pull up behind your front line, you use the ultimate, it will heal your front line and do damage to the enemy front line. And it would end up changing the tide of that battle right there. So this could be really useful for, you know, if somebody gets really skilled with this champion, you could be really useful on ranked matches and whatnot.
On all allies. And her fourth talent, Exterminate. When Pyre Strike hits an enemy while using Exterminate, it will stop moving until the duration of the ability ends. That covers all of Furia's.
Wait,
When
hold up.
Strike hits an enemy while using Exterminate, it will stop moving until the duration of the ability ends.
Alright, so the fourth one is basically what it is for the ultimate. So once again, you have that beam of light that comes down, and it just goes like, you know, just like in a straight line vertically or whatever. But it goes in a straight line, and it just comes down and it's doing damage. So with that fourth that fourth talent, what it does is it sits there, and instead of keep on going through the entire map, because it's kind of like Genos Ultimate, how it kind of goes through the map. Well, it's like that, except for it's a thunder strike basically from the sky, and it's just striking, but it's moving as it's going down. Like it's really strange. But with the fourth talent, you can sit there and use your ultimate, and as that beam of light is going down the map and doing damage, if it finds a champion, it'll stop at that enemy champion, and it'll just sit there and do damage to that one champion, instead of just going through the map and maybe doing a little bit of damage. Once it finds an enemy champion, it'll stop right there, and it'll just keep on doing damage on that same champion, instead of passing through and doing a little bit. So that's very interesting.
All of Furia's abilities and talents. Be sure to download the Paladins 1.1 update when it goes live and try her out for yourself. Well, hello, hello. That Pyre Strike is looking great, and so is the champion in-game and out-of-game. Furia's here. Let's just start talking.
It does look like it's going to be a very useful champion. The only thing I'm concerned about is the ammo count is only at 12. So hopefully maybe they'll have a card where you can increase your ammo count to maybe like 20. Because I feel like a clip of 20 would be really useful for that champion.
About her, the talents were all revealed. What are the strengths? What are the weaknesses? What are the combos for this champ?
Yeah, so what I took to heart from day one of this champion was making sure that all of the talents and loadout cards were extremely impactful and presented lots of opportunities for customization.
Yeah.
One of the ones that comes early to mind, right, is you can just take that Pyre Strike from something that you're going to be hurling at enemies to something you're going to be hurling at your allies, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge playstyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because per base target heal that requires line of sight to apply.
Okay, let's bring it back.
That requires line of sight to something you're going to be hurling at your allies. Opportunities for customization. One of the ones that comes early to mind, right, is you can just take that Pyre Strike from something that you're going to be hurling at enemies to something you're going to be hurling at your allies. Right. Like that's a huge playstyle.
It's a playstyle, yeah.
Because
and see, I was just talking about that too. Like you could sit there and heal your allies and heal your friendlies, so like you'd pick up morale support. Like that's a champion they're going to be support a lot. But then you have to be like you're going to have
that requires line of sight to apply versus say a Genos, or she doesn't have that second one. But you take that Solar Blessing, and then all of a sudden you have your Qs healing like Maldamba. While at the same time you're pinging your allies with the line of sight quick heal on your R&D. So,
shout out to High Res Martini right there. He knows what he's talking about, man. I was saying the same thing. Saying the same thing.
Variants. Again, the cards itself have a lot of power within them too. We're not going to go through every one of them now.
Sure.
But one of the highlights I think is there's a build that we were testing earlier where you can basically have your Wings of Wrath and then your Pyre Strike feed off of each other with cooldown resets. So because the projectiles on the Wings of Wrath are seeking, and then if you take Celerity and get 2 charges of it, benefits that are applied to your character once one of those projectile hits, was a common theme in the loadouts, you can double it, right? So base period, it's like, okay, 3 seconds off cooldown reduction for every hit of that of that Pyre Strike on Wings of Wrath, and then there's a Wings of Wrath card that resets the cooldown Pyre Strike.
So you're just boom,
this
boom, boom,
boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's really rhythmic. It's really cool. While at the same time you're trying to heal your allies, lay into people with your weapon. Lots of opportunities.
So with Garrett and leading the design with this champion and the team there, how did you, as a concept artist and art director, kind of position yourself to create abilities and create concept design for these skills?
I think Rainy Day might have fucked up a little bit. See, at the very beginning of the live stream, this man came into, he was sitting there, next to High Res Martini. He's wearing all black. He has the mask on and whatnot. And his name was like Bloodthirsty or something like that. It was something interesting. He had an interesting code name or nickname. And they were calling him this code name and nickname through the entire live stream here. And he, they introduced him. He was like, hey, I'm one of the art people, he's one of the people that does the art design. He's like one of the main guys there. But for all the artwork in the game and whatnot, and all the visuals, the artwork that you see like during the loading screen and whatnot. But they were calling him a code name the entire time. And then at the very end here, Rainy Day's like, hey, Garrett. And there's High Res Martini. You have Alyssa. You have Rainy Day saying, hey, Garrett. And there's only one other person there. There's High Res Martini, there's Alyssa, and then there's a person with a mask on that had a code name. Apparently his name's Garrett. And Rainy Day gave that out. Rainy Day fucked up.
The team there. How did you, as a concept artist and art director, kind of position yourself to create abilities and create concept design for these skills that played into this fact?
That's what I got. He said in the name.
It's really rhythmic. It's really cool. While at the same time you're trying to heal your allies, lay into people with your weapon. Lots of opportunities.
So with Garrett and leading the design with this champion, so you're just boom, boom, boom.
Okay, maybe not, because he said with Garrett. So maybe he's talking about this guy with Garrett, somebody else. I don't know.
Boom. It's really rhythmic. It's really cool. While at the same time you're trying to heal your allies, lay into people with your weapon. Lots of opportunities.
So with Garrett and leading the design with this champion and the team there, how did you, as a concept artist and art director, kind of position yourself to create abilities and create concept design for these skills that played into this fast style that Garrett was saying, that do it all at the same time type of champion?
Yeah, concept design and game dev on the art side is always a matter of iteration. But with her, we knew the abilities fairly confidently early on and knew that she was going to be an aggressive support. And kind of as a Saris main myself, I love support, so I was excited. The weapon had probably the biggest pivot for her. We hit her character design and felt she had this powerful sort of Archangel Valkyrie fire theme pretty quickly. The weapon had originally started as a shorter double-barreled shotgun, and we kept
really?
She was missing an element, and then once we realized a gun sword was the way to go, just naturally tied into the ability. So when you see the rune glyphs light up on the sword, you can feel that she's pulling this power from the pyre itself rather than any kind of crystal or mechanically loaded weapon. It's a holy relic, actually.
Absolutely. And one of the things that kind of stands out to me is that ultimate as well. Guys, Ignite, is that what it's called?
Inflame.
But it was, it's so cinematic, I guess. And was that designed from the ground up to be as cinematic as it is?
Absolutely.
That was the intention, right?
I was like, there's going to be a wind-up, guys. I want you to make this the most badass transformation, like moment of like feeling, and then delivery of like that you can experience.
Yeah,
and then they really deliver.
If you pair her with Buck in the game, he can actually ult at the same time and say, "Here's the wind up," while she actually winds up.
That's a scary.
And he'll have his ult, and that's 30% extra damage and movement speed.
A lot of scary things you can do with this character.
Rainy Day already thinking. He already thinking.
Just absolutely
He quicker than me.
I was so thrilled when we saw the ultimate, especially.
He already got ideas to pair up with champions.
Nobody didn't slay it, so great job around Alyssa.
See me, I was thinking like Maven Sky and
You were
shit.
Sky main for a long time.
you keep saying this over and over.
You're right. Playing Sky. So
What's wrong with playing Sky? Sky's pretty damn good.
Oh man, I love her, and I think the community has wanted us support for so long. The last one we got was Genos, like last September. And she has so much versatility. She's super powerful. There's so many different ways to play her. But the big thing about her is she doesn't have a self-heal, so you really have to look at her cards to see how you can supplement that.
Kill to heal or lifesteal.
Oh my gosh, she's super OP right off the bat.
Well, I can tell you this right now: at a high fire rate, a high fire rate or a quick fire rate, and that much damage, you're doing 330 damage at almost a quicker fire rate than Ruckus. 330 damage. Get lifesteal. I guarantee you will be perfectly fine. 30% lifesteal. 30% of 100 is 30. You're doing 330 damage. So you're getting 90 health per shot as you're doing 300 damage or 330 damage. You're getting 90. Well, you're basically getting about almost 100 health back if you get 30% lifesteal. Or, if you can get kills really quickly, get kill to heal. Sit there and flank, get kills and whatnot, kill to heal. If you're going straight up, up the middle and whatnot, trying to help out your front lines, then go lifesteal.
but that's something that
Really depends on what you're going up against Carterize wise.
All this mobility,
Carter-wise.
would be pretty scary. But the fact that you've got to be aggressive, but you don't have a lot to yourself, is a an interesting tightrope to walk for players as well. Furia will be coming out. We could probably talk about her all day long, but you've seen the abilities. You will be able to play her soon when PTS is on arrival.
And thinking about it, out of all the champions that are in the game, or for supports, all the supports in the game, this will be the first support that can't heal themselves, because every other support can technically heal themselves. Grok can heal himself with the healing totem. Grover is constantly heal himself with the heal if passive. Genos can heal himself with the 20% lifesteal card, as well as another card where you sit there and put healer's mark on someone. It will also heal you like 10 health per second as well. Here, let me go to the cards here. Applying Astral Mark heals you for 160 health per second, 20% lifesteal. So Genos can heal himself. Pip can heal himself because you could just throw the healing potion on himself. Maldumbar can do the same thing and throw his gourd on himself and heal himself. And Ying could, pop a deployable up, and the deployable will heal herself. So once again, and then of course Ceres has Ren Souls, heals herself. So every healer in the game can heal themselves besides this new one, Fura. This is the only one that can't technically heal themselves unless they put a card in there that, will change that. But regardless, you can pick up Carterize, or not Carterize, Lifesteal or Kill to Heal and still somehow heal yourself.
Alyssa, we had a little bit of a contest that was going.
And then of course if you pick up a 2 healer team, because this here would be an option, like I can see somebody picking up Grok and picking up Fura. Imagine Grok hitting his ultimate, giving everybody that extra speed, and then Fura hitting her ultimate, giving everybody extra speed and damage for 8 seconds. Probably Fura hit her shit first, and then Grok hit his shit, and then Grok would be faster. But then everybody else, oh my goodness. And you throw Khan in there and he can heal himself, and then he can bring crowd control immunity to everybody else. You can really get some crazy OP teams on here if you guys, if you get people together and just just practice a little bit and, just work out different, different options and different loadouts. But you can get something, you can get a serious team right there. Like, you could build a team that is just unbelievably OP. Like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Avatar contest. How'd that go?
So as part of the launch celebration, we called upon our community to create one avatar. We got over 1,000 submissions, and there was no possible way we could just pick one. So the community voted on the top 10, and we are going to be putting 4 avatars, community-made avatars, into the game. They won't be in the...
Yo, what's with the Hello Kitty Maeve? And why does Maeve have 2? Maeve has 2. Zen has a champion, or an avatar, and then it looks like Maldumbar has a avatar for a snake.
This patch, but they will be in a future patch, but we just couldn't hold it.
Maeve has 2 freaking avatars though. Has like a really cool one with the eyes, and then has a weird Hello Kitty one.
Wait, so these are in order. Freaksy, which is a GIF. We weren't able to show it here, but online you can see that it's a GIF. Bella.
Oh, it's a GIF one. It moves. Okay.
Meki and Rubini. Sorry if I got any of those pronunciations wrong. But we will be awarding you your prizes today. Thank you guys so much for all your submissions. This was really incredible. I mean, the whole subreddit was just filled with community-made avatars, and I was like, oh my god. So it was so much fun. Thank you guys.
That's really cute. Which one did Meki do? Because she tags me in like all her stuff.
She was the maid that's like pressed up against the glass with the fat cheeks. Yeah.
Cute. That's a really cute thing. I might have to go that way as well. But great, those will be available. We also have a last chance for some things in the realm.
Right. So 1.1 is going to be your last chance to get Volcanic Makoa, which is the beta award for reaching level 30.
Oh, yeah?
The skin will never be available in-game again. So if you haven't gotten it all...
Wait, what? What was it? I got the volcanic thing for, like, signing into Paladins stuff or something. I forget. What I got the volcanic one for? During beta? See, I don't remember that at all. When I got this, like, the first month of Paladins being out, and it wasn't that. You didn't reach level 30 with Makoa. Oh, reaching player level 30? Maybe. Player level 30.
Already, make sure to get it. It comes with voice pack. It's a full skin. It's really, really cool.
I was gonna say that was a long time ago. I'm
Yeah,
227.
on top of that, the Galaxy chest is going to be going away with 1.1, so Tuesday will be your last day to get it. We added Galactic Scion as well as Mercenary Strix in 1.0B, so make sure to pick that up.
And I hear it's the last time to get F-Dot too, as well.
Yes, that's right. Today, there's a lot of last chances. Today is the last chance to get the Twitch Prime bundle, which comes with the Twitch King bonking skin, the F-Dot announcer pack, DreamHack Mave chest, whole bunch of stuff, and you can get this for free by signing up for a free Twitch Prime trial. So make sure to grab it.
Yeah, I tried that shit. Didn't work out. I'm good.
So never available
Do it
again.
now, and the Primal Prowler is a big one too. That mount is by far, it's a top tier mount. You do not want to miss out on that, and it's just sign up for Twitch Prime.
I already got one.
So cool. We've had another transformation again. Thunderbrush. What?
I have transformed.
It happened again. We haven't had a transformation in a while. Let's just stop transforming. And but now it's you, Gabby. Welcome. Paladins talent, esports guru of doing all things. Talk to us about some esports stuff.
Well, one, I think it's important to note that whoever sits in this chair has to have sunglasses to some degree.
That's
so
the key.
I did keep that consistency.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as far as esports go, the first thing that we have on the docket is the fact that we have a new location for you to watch all of our esports content that we rolled out recently, live.paladins.com. So everything we got, that's where you can find it.
Live.paladins.
Okay.
All in one place.
I have no idea where that
And
is.
we'll have new content added to it in June as well. So exciting stuff. And as you know, our schedule has changed up Monday through Friday. We're on a bit of a normal scene. We have PCS happening every Monday, as well as our PGS and PPL scenes every Tuesday through Friday. Hope you all have been tuning in.
Oh, yes,
Always.
definitely. No more weekends, basically. All on the weekdays. So 11 and 3 is where you find our broadcast, right?
Pretty much. And if you're watching, you have the opportunity to potentially get an esports chest dropped exclusively through our broadcasts, including Facebook and stream rewards.
Oh, yeah?
That includes the announcer packs for you and Pretty Hair, as well as mine. It's the only place that you can find it. I'm happy to finally
That's
give
the
an
rarest
answer to
one.
people. Well, people ask, how can I get them? I'm like, well, if you didn't vote,
It was
November,
locked on the right.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, how you get that voice
I
pack.
was like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
But it was great for the caster.
So now those are available through as well as XP. So if you're watching and not playing games, you still have the opportunity to earn that and some skins that'll be coming through.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to see what happens. That's going to wrap it up for 1.1, The Rise of Furia. But don't worry, we've got PTS coming to you either later today or tomorrow for sure. So stay tuned for those. Make sure to update your systems for the PTS and get a chance to look at the brand new champion skins and event coming through. Thanks, Garrett. Thanks, Thunderbrush. Thanks, Alex in the back. Thanks, all the production team. Cassie, there's Alyssa, and of course, Gabby, and everyone else who's been in.
Yo. That is hilarious. Yeah, I was just thinking that earlier. I was like, Alyssa kind of looks like Cassie in the game. I was just thinking about that because you got the pigtail hair shit. Look like Cassie in the game. And Rainy Day just called her Cassie.
An event coming through. Thanks, Garrett. Thanks, Thunderbrush. Thanks, Alex in the back. Thanks, all the production team. Cassie, there's Alyssa, and of course Gabby and everyone else who's been involved. Thank you guys for being such a great team. This is a wonderful patch. I'm so impressed personally, and as always,
That's hilarious. Call her Cassie.
We'll give you details on that in the coming few days, so you guys get to know when that will be launching as well. Thanks so much. As always, never give up, never stop gaming. We'll see you all in the realm.
Alright, so the update looks pretty cool. Alright, so quick overview here, or recap. What we have is a bunch of new skins for like Drogoose and whatnot, and we got the new champion for new support champion that's high DPS, and it's actually going to be a useful high DPS. Ain't gonna be like Genos, ain't gonna be like a Foozy, ain't gonna be a fake freaking what is it, DPS? I almost said FDPS, but DPS. But yeah, we actually have a new healer that's going to be useful, something that I'll probably actually use because I really don't like using healers. I'll use Grok because I got that cool skin and whatnot. I can use Cirrus because I'm decent with Cirrus and Genos, and don't forget Genos obviously. But yeah, Ying, yeah, I'm okay with Ying. My Dunbar and Pip, so it'd be nice to have an option of a healer that I'm actually good with, because I'm not like Genos and stuff. Just like, I can do okay. I can hold my own. But can I be like Khan and Victor and Torvald and Barrick? No. I can't go like just straight DP, like OP. Can't go OP and DPS on someone. But Furo I can. But yeah, we have a new map, new game mode, new event. It's going to be like Siege of a Season Peak. You're going to have to buy bundles and whatnot. But like they said, you know, there is an option to where you can just play the game and you can get a gold chest and then eventually a diamond chest by just playing the game without spending any money. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, new skins and whatnot, but you're going to have to pay for the skins, like the Drogo's collection and stuff like that. New skin for Tyra. They're bringing back the Divine collection for Cirrus. And just a bunch of other stuff. Oh, new death stamp, new sprays, new avatars that are community avatars, new loading frame, new announcer pack, what else? And that looks like about it. They didn't even say anything about, like, you know, nerfs or buffs. Apparently there's not going to be any nerfs or any buffs to any champions in this game. Or in this game, in this new, or next update for the 1.1. Because normally at the end of every live stream for one of these update shows, they would give out, you know, here's the rundown of all the nerfs and the buffs of all the champions and the cards that were going to be, you know, for the next patch. They didn't give any at this one. There was nothing at the end, so apparently there ain't going to be any nerfs or any buffs to any champions. They're going to keep it the same. So that's nice. There won't be any adjustment there. We're just going to be getting a new champion and a new map and whatnot. New game mode. I don't know if we're going to get the new map in like Siege or Deathmatch or anything like that, or if it's just going to be in Siege of a Season, or Siege of a Season. If it's just going to be in the Fura event mode, or if they're eventually just going to put the map, they'll probably put in Team Deathmatch or something. But yeah, that is the update. So far it looks pretty cool though. Not as good as last update, but looks pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. Trying to pull up the chat here. I know I saw a bunch of comments, but I don't see nothing now. It's like all blank. Let's put cheers here maybe a couple times and see what happens. Oh no, okay, never mind. Nobody put, okay. I thought I saw comments, but I didn't. Alright. But yeah, that is the update there. Yeah, looks alright. Looks pretty cool. But I'm gonna head out. And yeah,